Glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you. I came out there pushing this word out, truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be entitled Ceasefire in Israel. Will Trump bring peace and safety? LOL. Right? And the reason I say that is because this is what they're setting him up for. You know, they're setting him up as some type of savior. Right? Of course, the left was intentionally, you know, being loose and very flippant, as the Apostle Gabar would say. I believe that would be the correct way to use that word, right? I learned that from him. So meaning they're not taking it seriously. The job that they had, right? As it seems, right? They were opening the borders. They were, doing a lot of things that was obviously not good ideas for the country. And that's what they were set up to do, right? That's that left-right paradigm. And Trump and the Republicans are set up to restore order, and, to be hard on crime and to be hard on this, hard on that. Yeah. What they're not telling you is the hardness that they're bringing is really going to turn into tyranny. I believe through the Spirit. But this is an article, right, dealing with the subject at hand. Before I get that, I want to get the blue letter. I want to read this. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 1. It says, "But the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." Right? Meaning that no one is going to know when things are going to change for the worse. Right? You understand what I'm saying? And once it changes for the worse, it's not coming back. Right? The world is different since C-19, and it's not going back to exactly how it was before 2020. It's completely different. Everything has gotten worse since that time, and it's going to get, the next event is going to make that look like a joke. That was just a trial run. Okay? It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." You see what I'm saying? It's going to come so quick and so fast and so sudden. You're not going to be able to escape, and the people are not going to be prepared for it. Right? You got the ceasefire, and hey, it seems like everything is all good. But at any moment, whether it be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 8 months from now, whatever the case may be, at any moment, one event can change everything. It says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." Why? Because we're watching. We're the children of light. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. Okay, so ultimately, we're supposed to be watching. We're supposed to be constantly watching. I was just watching the WEF forum they had on the inauguration. They had a bunch of editors there, and they said that was a very good video. It's a very good video to watch. And they said certain things. One of the dudes spoke about how Trump, he had, how did he say it? He had expanding at his for his campaign. He had expansion views, but his policies are very not the opposite of expansion. There basically was going against what he's doing now. His legislations that he's getting ready to pass is going against what he was preaching in his campaign. Roughly paraphrasing. I can't really get the words correctly right now. Right? So that's the bottom line. So we know that these guys are full of shit. Okay, but they have a role to play. And things are going to change for the worse. And I'm so happy that Trump is in office, because now these Americans that had hope in America, once they find out this man is the devil and that he's also working with the deep state, or as they call it, ultimately the elites, they're going to be crushed and they're going to have no more hope left. All right. This is CNN. It says first Palestinian prisoners and Israeli hostages freed as Gaza ceasefire takes force. Right. Because Trump said what? They have to be released before he's put into inaugurated, or there's going to be consequences. So so now all of a sudden the big bad terrorists, they're all scared at Trump. Right. But they weren't scared to just run up in there and take hostages by from people that are way stronger than them militarily, and all they were doing was destroying their people in their homes for like over a year, and basically, yeah, they were just still holding the hostages. But until Trump came and thought, we better release them for something bad happens to us. You were getting decimated the whole time. Why are they releasing them now? So a lot of these things don't make sense, but it is what it is. It says displaced Palestinians have started returning to their homes in Gaza after more than 15 months of war, with images emerging of the scale of the damage. Meanwhile, aid workers have warned of major hurdles ahead. And first of all, they're returning to rubble, right? They're returning back to their home. They're returning to rubble because there's nothing there. Everything is blown up. Wow. It says 3 hostages and 90 Palestinian prisoners were released as part of the first phase of a long-awaited Gaza ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas over the next 6 weeks. 30 more hostages are expected to be released, as are hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. The Israeli military has withdrawn from several locations in Gaza since the truce began, an Israeli military official told CNN. However, the day after the ceasefire went into effect, the Israeli military shot and injured a Palestinian teenager in central Gaza, according to journalists working with CNN Monday. So, so it seems like, there's a ceasefire in place. He's talking about he's going to get the Ukraine war in order and this and that. He's going to restore the jobs. He's going to restore America back to the Americans while he's supporting the HB1 visa, which is completely contradictory. But that's how the hypocrite operates. These are hypocrites. Okay. So you see, you see the picture of them hugging and Trump is coming to restore order and peace and all that. No, scripture says when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. So we know he's just, playing a role. Both Republican and Democrat, they're on the same beast. Okay, this is Revelations 13 and verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right? So that's that. The 2 horns represent the Republican and the Democrat, right? The liberal, the conservative, so on and so forth. It says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, and that first beast we know is the Roman Empire, right? So they're getting ready to, they're worshiping the first beast, right, by adhering to this man's system, and being engulfed in this system, they're in agreement with it. It says, and he doth, and he's about to take this system to a whole nother level, which is going to embody, ultimately the spirit of Rome on a technological level, because Rome was all about overtaxing the people, finding ways to steal money from the people, and have complete total control. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Right? They got their nuclear missiles, their aircraft that drop bombs and so on and so forth. They have their DEW. Okay, so Esau has that power. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Right, the miracles represent his technology, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't bow down to this system and adhere to what was coming, they're going to be looking to take you out. Okay, because this is going to be a whole new type of system than what you have presently. It's going to be a digital system, which they're easing their way into it, right? Because now you got these different what do you call them, like self checkouts and things of that nature. They're setting it up right now, but it's not even on the level of China yet. But this is what they're about to bring it to. Okay, and what forwarded this becoming more of a digital system was that C19. So the next thing would clearly they would want to push it forward even more. Right? It says, in that no man, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? And we had the brother, I'm not sure if that's the priest Tazama from Dallas. I'm not sure if that's the brother's name, but he just did a video about Trump saying something about we were able to create, to put all human intelligence into the palm of someone's hand, which clearly he was talking about the microchip. Okay, it's clearly speaking about the microchip. It says, right, which and who does he have next to him? Elon Musk, who is dealing with what the Neuralink. So he's all about the mark of the beast, right? Which he bought those companies that he had. He didn't come up with the ideas of those companies. He purchased them, right? Why? Because he's set up to be a part of this new system, to bring forth this new system, be part of bringing it forth. Okay. Says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or he that had no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. So this is what they're setting up ultimately. Okay. Trump included. They're all going in this direction, right? Because now all of a sudden, before he was against Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency, and now he's all for it. Now he wants to make it that's like top priority. So why? Because that's all connected to what? This digital system, right? The digital money, right? The CBDC. Okay. So he's leading you down the same path, but he was acting like he was against it, and that was his core audience was against these things, right? They were against Bill Gates. Bill Gates was the devil right along with Fossey. I call him Fossey, right? And Fossey Hole, and who else? And Sleepy Joe. They were all the enemy. They were all, according to them, they were all working together, right? But he's meeting with Bill Gates, and Bill Gates saying they had a great conversation, and ultimately they were talking about administering juice. So, hey man, We'll see, man. There ain't gonna be no peace and safety, man. We're gonna see what's getting ready to come in these coming months, right? See what's getting ready to come in these coming months, because he's coming with what it seems a lot of force, right? He's gonna represent, like the Democrats, they represented the weak, right? And then he's coming to represent the Republicans, which represent the strong. And at the same time, here in like one person said that he's at the WEF meeting, said that he is going to show forth the power of America. You know, because Joe Biden showed what? The weakness. So he's getting ready to come showing the power. And guess what? He's going to make a lot of enemies amongst the EU, right? And the people eventually, I believe they're going to start hating him, just like they did Nero. Right? At the beginning, they love him. Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. But then all of a sudden, boom, the people hated him. And guess what? Nero was against them. People even speaking against him, they'll be put to death. So, you know, one thing that was said about Trump is that he's very conscious about, he cares about how he's perceived in the media. Right? So does that mean that he's going to increase censorship rather than diminish it? Well, we see Elon Musk switching up right now. We see him censoring people that speak against the HB1 visa and Trump and all this. So wait a minute, I thought he was all about free speech. These are liars. These are demons. These are not righteous people. Okay? You know? This is the joy of the hypocrite, man. We get that real quick. No, that's all they are. They're hypocrites. They're actors, and the word hypocrite means an actor. They're playing a role. So he's playing like he's coming to help and he's going to restore order and peace, and say, you don't give a damn about the American people. Okay, this is Job 20:5. It says, if he cared, he would have never dealt with the HB1 visa. That right there proves he doesn't care about you. This is Job 20:4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, right? Talking about colonizing Mars and putting the flag on Mars and all, he boasting and all these different things. Yeah, he embodies the pride of Babylon. Okay, Trump. It says, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? Dealing with you Edomites ultimately, right? You guys are going to be done away with eventually. Okay? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Right? It's dealing with you Edomites. Eventually, you're going to be done away with, man. See, for right now, you can play this hypocritical role like you're here to save the planet while you do all this wickedness behind closed doors. But eventually, you're going to be found out. And I can't wait till people start to see, whoa, this is turning into tyranny. So, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.